Hey everybody, how you doing? Schuler Ruler here. Just doing I guess we'll do a little bit of a review video for the DJI Pocket 2 here. Just testing out a couple of different shots. Right now I'm in the 4K. I think it's just in auto mode. I don't have it on the pro settings or anything like that, but just to kind of highlight what the gimbal movement looks like as we're walking out here. So we're just down at Brown Lowry Provincial Park here in southern Alberta. And it's probably about minus 15 degrees Celsius out today, so a lot nicer than the weather we've been having in the last couple of weeks, but it's good to get outside. So partly what I'm doing here is just testing the battery life in the cold, but also just to play around with some of the shots. So the first thing that I like about this is the active track. I've played around with this a little bit. In the 2.7K is what it's in right now. It seems to stutter a bit more as it's tracking its subject. So as I kind of move this around, I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like it's kind of a little choppy, and it looks like it lost me for a second there. But when you've got it in the 1080 on active track, it seems to perform a lot better. It could be also the cold that's restricting the movement as well. But so this is recording in what's called the tilt lock mode. You've got three settings on the actual gimbal itself. You've got the FPV, you have the follow mode, and you have the tilt lock. So essentially what the tilt lock does is just keeps the gimbal basically straight. It keeps it, so right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually tilting the handle of the camera back and forth, up and down. You can see a little bit as it moves around, but not nearly as much as what I'm actually doing with the handle. So it's pretty accurate at actually keeping everything level. This is the FPV view. So as I tilt the gimbal handle, you can see now it's actually following the direction of the handle. There's a little bit of hesitation in there just to smooth out the shot, but up and down, same thing. And then we've got follow mode, which side to side keeps that gimbal in the locked position so that it keeps everything nice and level. But up and down, it allows for movement if you want to pan up and pan down. So this is just the microphone that comes on the actual DJI Pocket 2. This is not the remote mic that comes with it, but I will point out that is one of the reasons that I did purchase the Creator Combo, was to have access to that remote mic. I have tested it out, and I'll do a little bit more in this video later on where I use the remote mic, but it's actually got a really nice, I like the sound of the remote mic, but what I like about it is obviously the fact that I can have the camera set up and be up to what I tested last time I was out with this was about 60 feet away. It was still able to pick up the sound really nicely, like I was standing right beside the camera itself. As you have things interfering like trees and stuff in the way, it starts to block the signal and it cuts out, similar to how you'd have Bluetooth headphones start to cut out every once in a while. But if you're facing directly towards the actual, I guess the camera itself, as long as it has that do-it-all handle attached to it, it's a nice clear sound. So a little later in the day here, but it's been a pretty nice day out so far. Temperatures remained around, like I said, around minus 13 degrees Celsius up here, but just going to do a little bit of a comparison between the microphones. So again, this is the microphone that comes, the Pocket 2's got the 4 microphones all the way around, and I believe the way that I've got it set right now, there's different settings, but I've got it recording basically front and back on the microphone. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. We just came up apparently the largest hill that we could find here, so a little tired out, but I'll give you a comparison, like I said, between this mic and the lapel mic that I've got here. If you can see it clipped on, I'll turn that on. It's nice. It automatically, hopefully if everything is synced up together, it automatically syncs with the all-in-one or the do-it-all handle. But I'll turn it on and we'll just check the difference. It's nice. It gives you a little bit of a on-the-screen indication as to what the battery is. There's also a little icon on the screen, just shows the little microphone just to let you know that the microphone is in fact recording. So should be able to hear the difference between the two. I'll just give you a live. This is microphone on to just the microphones that are on the Pocket 2 itself. So now let's do some hyperlapse. So this last little bit, I just wanted to chat about the battery. So this, the DJI Pocket 2 has just been in my pocket pretty much all day in the minus 13. I think it's probably around minus 15 now. We're getting towards the end of the day. It's probably around 5 p.m., 4:30 p.m., 4 p.m. But so far, looking at the little screen here, last I checked, it said it was around 57%. So even with the cold temperatures so far, I'm actually impressed with how long this battery has lasted as far as durability. So luckily I've got my Mini 2 stuff with me in my camera bag here. So if I do have to charge anything, I've got the controller that can go into charge mode. Plus I've got the battery bank that can actually charge things as well. So handy to have with you when you're out in the bush for sure. A little bit of extra battery life if needed. But anyways, if you're thinking about the Pocket 2, it's a great camera for any type of vlogging or anything like that, I suppose. I'm going to be using it for some other stuff here, as I've mentioned in previous videos in the upcoming future. So, but so far, I'm impressed. If you're thinking about getting one, I would definitely recommend looking at the Creator Combo, as it comes with that remote mic and the all-in-one handle as well. Thanks for sticking around with me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that little bell for future upcoming videos. And we'll see you next time.